Hey everybody, this is Tazilon and I'm here in Steps Encounter Mode from the North Spawn in my VK 2801 with the first entry in a new series and playlist I'm making for the YouTube channel called Comeback Cinema. All the YouTubes in this playlist are going to be comebacks of epic or near epic proportion. They're going to include some of the Hall of Fame films. I know there's definitely one coming up with Sebastian Patochkin as Luke's that's going to be in it. And then as people keep giving me good comeback films, I'll put them in this playlist as too. So if people just want to watch films of comebacks, they'll be all here together in a group. And I'll take some that aren't Hall of Fame but are just really cool. I'm going to put this one in for a reason you will see as it plays out, because you will very rarely ever see a film that ends the way this one does. And I'll let you try to figure that out as we go. There are 4 lights on each team, 2 arty on each team, good mix of other tanks. We're a little bit kind of leaning toward mediums, and they have a couple more heavies. This is a scout map. And for any tier scout, lots of wide open spaces, lots of cover, lots of concealment, and it really lets you use your scout's agility, mobility, and view range to full effect. So it's a fun map to play on scouts. I'm going to move over here to the middle and see if I can see anybody coming across the center. We already have a couple scouts headed over to the east, a couple heavies headed down to the west brawl range there. There's a leopard right up the middle. He's kind of peeking up and over, trying to spot for his team. That sure looked like a miss to me, so maybe I splashed him, but that's an awful good amount of splash, 126. And now we have some people moving across to on the western side. I'm going to take a shot at the Crusader, long range. Bam! This gun is so inaccurate. Probably get tired of hearing me saying it. I just like to point out the fact that if you time your arc right, you can shoot long range at tanks on the move and still hit. No matter how often people try to tell you the gun's inaccurate, you can make it work. I'm going to come up here and try to finish off the Leopard. Cromwell has the same idea. Oh, he rams him. I don't know why he rams him. There was no need for that. The Leopard had already dumped his clip. It wasn't like he was going to do anything more to him. Good lord. This is one of those things where there's a time to ram and a time not to ram, and that was a time not to ram. Now, if I hadn't been there and if there would have been other allied enemies trying to help the Leopard out, maybe you want to ram him and get rid of him so you can move on. But with no enemy allies shooting to help the Leopard, and with me right there to help finish him off, that was just a waste of hit points by ramming. And you never know when those hit points could prove very useful later in the fight. And in this case, he dies. Would he have died if he had those extra hit points? Who knows? E25 has that quick rate of fire, and so he kills off the arty before I can get there. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but as I was coming over here, there's a whole bunch of tanks light up over here. There's just the Cheery left, so I'm going to come over here and try to help him out. I don't think I can save him, but I should be able to get to fire into some of these guys and do some damage. We're down 2 tanks at the moment. I know the E2's over here as well because I've seen him. There he is, sniping from the back line. I shoot and just put it in the ground right before him. He hits me. There's a 67 up in the hills. Don't really have a shot. I'm going to pull forward and take a shot. If I can aim faster than him, I win. Bang! I did get him. Now I'm going to embarrass myself on this initial pass. First of all, I somehow shoot below him into the ground in front of him actually. And now watch this awesome shot coming up. This is definitely not Hall of Fame stuff here. Point blank. I thought I was aimed in on him, but I missed. So now I get a shot at him. I'm moving back up the hill so the T-34 can't snipe me while I'm taking out the Looks. The Looks is dead now. He has no hope. I don't want to take on the T-34 at the moment because he's waiting on me to come over that low hill. And he has a high rate of fire. I'll get one shot at him. I don't have heat loaded. I have it primed for the next round. Because I want to fire heat at the T-34. Heat tears the T-34 up, whereas HE a lot of times doesn't do very much damage. And with his rate of fire, if I just do small damage to him, he could very easily kill me before I could fire again. So that wasn't the time to take him on. There goes the E2. Goodbye. Now I'm going to switch to heat because I'm going to come back and try to take out the T-34. So I want heat loaded. It is 2-on-4 right now. It was 2-on-5, but the grill's about to die because that T-25/2 is up there and going to take him out. And there's nothing I can do about that. The 150's over there somewhere. I just don't know where. There's the TD moving in on the grill. And I have to deal with the KV-1 and the T-34 up here. I see a tree go down. Don't know which one that one is yet. Pulling up, going to take a shot and back up. I hit the ground in between them. This is like a comedy of errors that somehow I turned into a good game, and I don't know how. Okay, KV-1's coming. I want the KV-1 to come up on this side of the rocks. I need to back up and let him think I'm going to be a target. Come to me, come to me. Now I'm going to make a dash on the T-34. I get to be one-on-one for a short second. I'm ready to fire into his flank and take him out. This time I'm not missing from that close. I don't want to pull right back up in front of the KV-1, so I'll move up this way. Give him the impression I'm going to be popping up on top of these hills. Then I'm going to reverse and come back and hopefully be able to come up right behind him and get a good shot on him. So I'm back to HE because shooting heat at the front of the KV-1 isn't really the best thing. So I don't know what kind of shot I'm going to get. Put that right over his back deck, but I have the rear of him and he's dead. He can't get out of this. Unless somebody comes and helps him, he's dead. I don't track him, but I don't need to. He's going to run into me and now he's tracked on his own accord. And now he's dead on mine. Here comes the 25-2. One hit kills him, but he had the advantage right there, so I'm leaving. I try to get some distance, put the advantage back in my favor. I still don't know where the 150 is, and that bothers me. Because he could be chugging up on scene at any moment, so I want to get rid of this TD fast before I get double teamed. So we play stupid and see if I can outshoot him. We trade misses. I missed, but as I fired, I moved, and that threw his shot off. Hopefully, I can get this next shot. Not much to shoot at, and I don't aim in because I'm hurrying it, and it throws it over his head. He just pounded one down. Oh man, here comes the 150. I have to move. I can't pull back up there and try to pick off the 25/2 again without giving the shot to the 150. So I'm going to move over here, get my turret turned around, and hopefully I'll be able to shoot into the back of him. He bangs one right off the back of me, and now I'm going to be able to just stop, get a kill on a snapshot, and move on before the 150 can shoot. And now I'm going to get way far away, because I'm going to need multiple shots to take out the 150. So I want to hopefully get him to chase me this way, and then I can get distance and use my superior view range to finish him off. got tons of time, 6.5 minutes left. And I'm telling you right now, I don't really have a second to spare. Literally. You'll see. Making a nice wide sweep around him, and I'm going to come in from the other side. My whole goal here is every time I come in on him is to get 1 or 2 shots and wear him down hit point wise, and he decides, hey, it's 1-on-1 at the end of the fight, I'm going to cap and force him to come to me. Which isn't really that bad of an idea. I mean, I know where he's at now because of the fact that this cap is at the bottom of a terrace. And there's not too much distance north and south of there. It's hard for me to be able to snipe him from here. There's a bush way to the north I could go to, but all he has to do is move into this area and it's not effective. So I'll come in here and see where he's at and then see how I want to play it. There he is, looking to the north. I get at least 1 shot. I track him, and it's conceivable I could have gotten to his rear right there without him being able to shoot me. But I wasn't certain of it because I had stopped to take the shot, so I didn't have any forward momentum. So I got plenty of time. I'll just move around and set up another shot. When I watch it again, it's like, man, that potentially could have been his flank right there if I kept going forward, but I just don't know. I got lit up right there, so I'm faking that I'm coming back this way, and now I'm going to turn around and go the other way. And I'll try the same thing over on this side. I'll just come down around this little bend. There's a dead tree, or a felled tree. I can come out here and hopefully get another shot off. And see, his turret rotates fairly fast when he's reacting to me. So I take a real quick shot and it misses him. He doesn't get to shoot back, so now I reset and do it again. 4 minutes to go. I have to hit my shots though, I can't miss like this. And because of where he's positioned at, I don't think it's on purpose. I doubt I doubt anybody would know exactly where to sit to be able to do it, but because of where he's at, as I come around, I'm not going wide enough, and there's this one little bump up here that makes me light up. Because there's a little depression right there, and as I go over this little thing, it lights me up, and he sees where I'm going. It's annoying me. It's happened twice now. So I'm hoping he thinks I'm going all the way down to where I was the first time, and I'll just go back. And as I go back, it's like, it does it again. It's like, oh my God, stop. So off we go the other way. The more he sees me up here and not attacking though, the better. Because it potentially sets up a move at the end to where he just sees me up here and thinks I'm not going to attack right away, I'm going to go to the sides. And so, even though it looks like I'm goofing around, I'm trying to condition him for later on in the battle. If I need to rush him, he's not going to be expecting me to attack from up there. I put that into the ground. It's like, oh my God, what do I have to do to hit this guy? I know, shoot good. I know, but I'm not doing it. My last really good shot in this game was when I hit that, I think it was a Crusader long distance on the move. Ever since then, my gunner's like, I don't know what he's doing, but he's not aiming very well. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. There's just a little break in the terrain right there that let him see me too. But I'm running out of time. I don't have time to circle around. I have to reset him if I want this game to continue. We trade hits. Now I have 5 hit points. I can't afford to get hit again. I had just enough of my tank showing at the angle that he couldn't hurt me. And I get one more round in, but I gotta get out of there. I only have a minute, but he's expecting me. I can't close from that distance and do anything without dying. So here we go. We're getting down to the final minute, and I still need a bunch of hit points off his tank to win. Some of my team thinks we're going to draw, but I'm not really wanting to draw. I've had enough of draws. I don't want any more draws. I'm going to start just saying, okay, if you win, but I'm going to force a conclusion to the fight. And now I go back farther so he doesn't see me crossing over, which he's used to doing it, and I'm going to use this bush up here to totally hide my approach as I come in. Watch. He's caught looking the other way. Here I go. I'm behind him. Just a matter of whether I can kill him in the time I have left. So I'm shooting at his side, get another hit. Go and switch to heat because I'm going to fire into his back, and you'll see the difference in damage coming up. Kaboom, man, I get a fire. Now I sort of should have switched back to HE for this shot, because the effective area to shoot heat on his side is really small, but I have heat loaded yet into the back. Look at this. Look at the time. I shot with 1 second to go. By the time he blew up and completed his dying, 00.00. Literally no time left on the clock, and I get the win. I really seriously do not recommend waiting that long to try to win the game, but that's the way it played out. I knew I got down to where it's like I just need to go for it. If I want to win it, I need to go in and go for it. And I had him set up to where in between going from end to end, he saw me, and he knew it took a matter of time, and I was pretty certain at the end he thought, well, he's just going to let this be a draw. But I had that bush in mind. I knew where he was sitting. He wasn't moving. He was just rotating his turret. So I went around, went a little bit wider so he wouldn't see me, and I came in with that bush masking my movement until I pop out at the last second. And unless he just got lucky and was looking straight at me, it was down to, can I finish him off before the timer runs out? And I knew I was going to have to switch to heat for my shots in his rear. I should have used HE for the shot to the side, but it's just a rural little small area there you can shoot in his side hall with heat, but I didn't hit it, so went back to his rear, got the last shot in, got enough damage to finish him off. Very, very close to a draw. But it was a fun game. For the entire battle, I got 2,046 XP, 2,120 damage, 7 kills, 2,007 spotting damage on 2 spots, and I got high caliber, top gun, and defender. So there's the first entry into Comeback Cinema. And I know Sebastian has one coming up that's going to blow this one away. But I haven't seen it yet. I just know what his numbers are. It's going to be one that he matches my total for most number of kills in a battle. It'll be out in about 2 or 3 days because I have a whole slew of battles to put in ahead of that. So anytime we get good comebacks, definitely Kolobanovs, but 1-on-4, 1-on-5, 1-on-3, if it's something that's cool, I'll just throw it into this too, so if people just want to look at comeback videos, they'll have them all grouped together. From Steps, Encounter North Spawn, taking all the time that I had to win, but I win. Happy hunting.